Perpetual bond valuation. We have discussed that bond is a fixed income security and it is a debt security. That means a bond holder actually becomes a lender to the company or the organization which has issued that bond. And in return, the bondholder gets some interest. Bonds are generally issued for a specific period of time that is called the maturity period. But then there are some bonds, although very rare, which are issued for infinite period of time. That is, the bonds are issued forever. In other words, हम ये कह सकते हैं कि कुछ bonds ऐसे भी होते हैं कि जो कभी mature नहीं होते. यानी अगर हम बॉन्ड खरीदने के लिए कोई अमाउंट इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो ये अमाउंट हमें कभी वापस नहीं मिलेगी, लेकिन हमेशा हमेशा हमें उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट मिलता रहेगा. Always till infinity are again relative terms, meaning that as long as the issuer exists, यानी अगर ये बॉन्ड किसी गवर्नमेंट ने इशू किया है तो जब तक वो गवर्नमेंट मौजूद रहेगी इंटरेस्ट पे किया जाता रहेगा. The question that comes to our mind that why would somebody invest in a bond where the investment will never be redeemed? But on the other side, there is interest which will always be earned. Now, the perpetual bond has a face value or a par value, and it also has a coupon rate. That is, there is a fixed rate of interest with which interest is paid to the bondholder. But perpetual bonds do not have any maturity, and there is no maturity value and no maturity period. So the intrinsic value of a perpetual bond is then simply the present value of all the interest amounts that an investor will earn. Question ये सामने आएगा कि क्या हम हमेशा हमेशा इन्फिनिट मिलने वाली इंटरेस्ट की अमाउंट्स की प्रेजेंट वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं? The answer is yes. I would like you to go back to the discussion of perpetuity and the present value formula of perpetuity, where we saw that it is possible for us to calculate the present value of an annuity which is perpetual, which is going till infinity. And the formula that we used was the amount of installment divided by the required rate of return. Here in this case, this amount of installment will be the interest that we'll earn as a bond holder, and this timeline will then go to infinity. यानी infinity तक ये timeline चलती रहेगी और हर साल हमें interest की amount मिलती चली जाएगी. So that is how a perpetual bond actually works. Now let's take a look at an example and try to understand the perpetual bond valuation. A bond is issued forever with a coupon rate of 10% per annum with a face value of rupees 5,000, and the required rate of return in this case is 15% per annum, and we are required to calculate its intrinsic value. So the first step is to calculate the amount of interest that the bondholder will get on this investment. And the amount of interest will be calculated by simply multiplying the face value of the bond with the coupon or coupon rate. You can see that 5,000 multiplied by 10% gives us 500 rupees. This is the per year interest that a bondholder will get. And this interest will be earned forever. यानी हर साल ये interest मिलता रहेगा और कभी खत्म नहीं होगा. So when we apply the formula of perpetuity, which is the amount of interest divided by R, in this case, this is R required rate of return given in this question, 15%, and we get the value which is 3,333.33 rupees. This is the intrinsic value of this perpetual bond. That is, this is the value at which an investor should purchase this bond. यानी अगर इस वैल्यू से ज़्यादा पर बॉन्ड को ख़रीदा गया तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि इन्वेस्टर ने ये महंगा ख़रीदा है, और द इन्वेस्टर हैज़ गिवन मोर अमाउंट देन व्हाट वाज द ट्रू वैल्यू. दैट इज़ हाउ वी मेक अ डिसीजन. हम कैसे इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू को कैलकुलेट करने के बाद डिसीजन लेते हैं. दिस इज़ द सेम फॉर ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ सिक्योरिटीज़ दैट वी वैल्यू. यानी ये डिसीजन मेकिंग का तरीका एक ही है, और वो क्या है कि हम मार्केट प्राइस को अपनी कैलकुलेट की ही इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू से कंपेयर करते हैं. यानी इस केस में जो एग्जांपल अभी हमने देखी, 3,333 वो वैल्यू है कि जिस पर हमें ये बॉन्ड मिलना चाहिए अगर हम 15% इंटरेस्ट या रिटर्न अर्न करना चाहते हैं. और अगर हम इस प्राइस पर इस बॉन्ड को खरीदेंगे तो हमें एग्जैक्टली 15% रिटर्न मिलेगा. लेकिन अगर हम इस बॉन्ड को इस वैल्यू से ज़्यादा पे खरीदेंगे, दैट इज़ if we purchase it at 4,000, we will not get the required rate of return, which is 15%. So we say that no. By comparing the intrinsic value with the market price, and if the market price is higher, we say no, we would not like to purchase this bond because it will not give us our required rate of return. अगर हम इस बॉन्ड को 3,000 यानी उसकी इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू से कम पे खरीदें तो हमें अपने रिक्वायर्ड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न से ज़्यादा रिटर्न मिलेगा, यानी 15% से ज़्यादा रिटर्न. So that means if we purchase a bond at its intrinsic value or lower than that, it is good for us. But we should not purchase a bond at a price which is more than its intrinsic value, क्योंकि इससे हमारा required rate of return हम earn नहीं कर सकेंगे. And this is how we make an investment decision while valuing the securities and making the investment in them.